Thank you. The island of shame gets a new name. Little St. James. That sounds so cute. Also known as Epstein Island. Is getting a major rebrand. It's located in the Virgin Islands. So, Mackie, you'd fit right in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, in your face. 5'7". Its new owner, billionaire Stephen Deckoff, paid $60 million for the pedo property and hopes to transform it into a luxury resort. Apparently, he spent $10 million on the property and another $50 million on antibacterial wipes. According to the New York Post, much of it will be refashioned, but Epstein's actual former residence will not be torn down. Instead, it'll be converted into a luxury hotel. It will have 5 stars now, instead of just Bill Gates. Said the new owner, quote, "I'm tremendously pleased to be able to bring the area a world-class destination befitting its natural grace and beauty." Now, there are still 2 names remaining on the Epstein client list that will remain sealed. But we were able to get a peek at the names, which are still partially redacted. Here they are. And what about the other one? Oh, yeah. Still can't make heads or tails, but the question remains, will travelers really want to visit a resort on an island that Epstein owned, one that was infamously known for being intensely depraved? What am I saying? Of course they will. Imagine all the Instagram influencers flocking to get selfies at exactly the place Bill Clinton may or may not have taken down a pair of twins. It will be a tourist destination based on infamy like Alcatraz Island, Pearl Harbor, or the Soul bathroom in the Views green room. But the problem is the name. How do you market something that was known previously as Pedophile Island? Well, we came up with some ideas. How about not Pedo Island? Definitely not Pedo Island. No, really, this is not Pedo Island. Seriously, guys, this is not that island that had all the pedophiles. And last, are you listening? No pedo creeps here on the island. And finally, of course, Club Med. Kennedy, in this day and age, is the...
Why me first?
Well, that's often the question I hear. Is the ick factor a flaw or a draw?
I think it's a flaw. This whole story is so disturbing. And, you know, I know there's a lot of, like, ghost tourism, like people like going to haunted places, like closed down psychiatric hospitals, hoping to channel the spirits. And there may be people who think, well, no one died there.
Yeah.
But I really feel like these women who were abused, like a part of them died, and I hope they are able somehow, even though they're still living, to haunt anyone who goes there to exploit the pain they've been through.
I am sure 200 years ago, somebody died on this, I'm dying right now. Somebody died on this ground. People die everywhere, Kennedy. Grow up.
He called it Little St. Jeff's. Like, it's so disgusting. The only thing that would make it better is if we got the full list of names.
Yeah, we will at some point. At some point, you know, Joe, obviously they're going to need entertainment down there. They'll be probably flying some comedians down to perform for, like, junkets and things like that. Would you accept it if the money was right?
Yes, of course I would. Greg. Talk to my agent.
Yeah.
And to your point, if we had to tear down every place a horrible crime happened in New York City, this place would look like Hiroshima in 45.
Yeah, exactly.
But what you want to do is just sterilize everything on that island, including Bill Gates. But I bet a lot of people would like that torn down, so we forget about what happened and that we haven't prosecuted any of the other perps. But we shouldn't try to hide the ugly parts of our history. We shouldn't be tearing down that building or statues like Susan B. Anthony, who was at best a 6.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say that.
It is.
You know what? People don't talk about how she was not hot.
No, it's true. And our audience is not appreciating that joke the way it should.
I agree.
Susan B. Anthony was at best a 6. You guys.
Yeah, everyone goes for Betsy Ross because she liked anal.
That wasn't in my history book. Kat, you know, we talk about like places where their murders took place. This is a lot like, he probably got a great deal. Because, you know, have you ever gone to look at like an apartment or a house and they tell you, oh, that somebody.
Stop right there. No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Well, then this is a terrible story. But it's, you know, you find out maybe the spouse killed the other spouse in the house, or there was a suicide, so you get it for like a steal.
I just feel like, okay, so I don't know that a rebrand is going to really be possible. Like, I don't think they can do it as like another place to take your honeymoon. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a weird place to get a boner, I think. But they could lean into it. They could lean into it, and they could be like, listen, we know that bad stuff happened here. Or they could do like, you know, a whole Epstein themed thing where like conspiracy nerds would go.
Yes.
Like, you know, drink so strong, they killed Jeffrey Epstein, like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Or they need a really good spokesperson like Shaq, where people just do whatever they say.
Right, that's true. That's
you put Shaq on something, I'm like, oh yeah, like everybody likes Shaq.
William Devane, Beto Island.
Shaq could be like, listen, we know, but I'm Shaq. Boom, there you go.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. You know, Jim, why don't they embrace it? It's like people will go there just to say they were there. Like the influencers. Oh, I got selfies at Beto Island.
Right, I could go. I would probably go there just for the goof of taking a picture of my old room. But it really is. It is the same vibe of going to see. That's why they tore down Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment building.
Right.
People drive by where the Manson murders happened. You can't unsee what happened there.
Yeah.
So it literally is just going to be people who want to be a part of something that was morbid or historical, no matter how bad it was. Like Auschwitz has people that will go and visit it. It's because it's something terrible happened there. So that's what this will draw. This won't draw romance, and there's no way to get
interesting. This is it. See, I didn't see it that way. I saw that they would like definitely pave it over. There'd be something there.
Put sandals up?
Yeah, they put up a sandals. You know,
inclusive.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just from a different age.
Yeah. I guess their big slug line is going to be, at least we're not Staten Island.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.